I mean, Chesty's got to feel like a big letdown after Neon Jaguars, so...
Okay, session 5. The party finished their afternoon of researching blood magic and reflecting on their trial at Lorehold. Over dinner, the party spent some time discussing Ovi's research in blood magic and some protection options. Ovi mentioned Professor Baltazar of Quandrix College as an expert on the subject and might be worth consulting. At dinner, Ovi proposed a joint effort to address some of the mysteries the group has encountered and basically form an unofficial squad. The group shared some of their special skills and swapped some information on each of the 5 colleges of Strixhaven. Still, though, everyone seemed to hold their cards reasonably close to the chest. The party returned to the dorms only to find the freshman class deep into a hall party. The party walked in to see Javi dancing with the shape-shifted Dean Pelanistra and bragging about his big win of the day. Bracken regrouped with Delta and Hattie to discuss a plan for Kithri, and in the meantime, Indigo and Ovi discovered a student named Virik Stillflight pilfering through Indigo's belongings. Coming to her aid, Ovi and Delta supported Indigo's confrontation. Virik, scared to death, accused Indigo of stealing something and tried to interrogate her to the location of that item. He referenced some kind of association with which he worked, and he left on high suspicion that Indigo was planning some kind of dark ritual using the item she refused to hand over. Interrupting the group's reflection was an altercation in the hallway as Jaxie, the conservative religious dragonborn, threatened a caught Kithri to keep her hands off her or risk further violence in return.
100%.
Kithri, now discovered, transformed into a were-raven and flew off into the night. Indigo checked in with her former staff member, Ollie. As they spoke about their respective trials, Ollie began to venerate Virik, with whom he'd spent the day, as a person of compassion, teamwork, strategy, and character. He expressed surprise when Indigo told him about Virik searching through her things. Garrett, Delta, Hattie, and Chessie set traps for Kithri in the event of her return to the room, which did not occur. MacGruber used his artificery skills to build a robotic servant, programmed and ordered to steal Javi's one cape, which succeeded. The party awoke the next morning to news update from the vivacious Shushu. The Chancellor is still missing was the main headline. The party made its way to Prismari campus, meeting a colorful cast of characters. Ovi and Delta spotted a suspicious half-orc avoiding visibility and disappearing under a bridge behind Conjurat Hall. The trial was explained that the group, plus Sirs, Bank, and Mayhem, get them on there for you, would be racing from the plane of Sigil, the walkway between planes, through a network of portals all the way back to Strixhaven campus. Mayhem was handicapped to prevent him from plane shifting, and the party was teleported and began their journey. After a brief deliberation, Delta took the initiative and plunged into a sapphire-colored pool. One by one, everyone followed.
That's right.
All right. So, I forgot my book. Can y'all hold on for 2 seconds? I knew it. I usually bring like 6 books up here.
Into the sapphire.
You've really graduated from your single serve Chobani's to like reusable.
She makes her own,
Build your
essentially.
own.
A lot of thought and a lot of measuring goes into this bad boy. Also, cookie butter is literally my favorite thing everywhere.
Cookie butter?
It's very good.
It's so good. Little vanilla yogurt with some cookie butter mixed in with
It's
3
like ice
Oreo
cream.
thins. Yep. Woo!
Sounds really nice.
Dessert.
Every night.
Okay.
Protein.
Noted.
There we go.
A little sweet, a little protein.
All right. I'm going to share this with you in just a second.
Your tea smells amazing.
It's peppermint.
I can smell
I
it.
was thinking
It's
tea's
fantastic.
gonna be my thing for these.
Okay, do it.
Okay. This, one by one, you all appear in a fairly beautiful landscape.
Cool.
Which I need to find the description of. Larger than life, this plane appears to be a place of deep beauty. However, it is a place that has some extremes. This is not a great description. So there are mountains and forests that are extravagantly massive and beautiful, and every glade and stream is inhabited by nature spirits that broke. You know what? These are not good descriptions based on what I want to do. So we're going to continue here. You come out on a stepped cliff face. Behind you is the portal with which you just entered, that as soon as Mac Gruber makes his way through, the portal disappears behind you, leaving you on this small space. Let's see if I can blow this up for you all. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Looking down, you see two streams that are coming from each side of you, with the landmass that you're on ending in a little bit of a peninsula. As you come out, you get a sense of a place filled with nature. You just left a place that was very sterile. It was a metal walkway between worlds with no sky, no stars. Here we are coming out into a place, but the water, even though it's a stream, feels thunderous and powerful. The rock faces are craggy and pointed. I will let you all... How about everybody just make a perception check, and we'll see how much information that we get out of this. And let me know if anybody gets over a 15. We'll go that direction.
Nope.
Oh, man. Nope.
My character's not loading, but I think I have +7.
It's a perception?
That's also up to
A 19.
Oh, here we go.
We're not perceiving anything. We're just glad to be here.
What'd you
I
get,
would
Shelby?
She got 19.
19.
19.
I would have 16.
16. This is super appropriate because as a ranger of nature, you would likely pick up on some more details because of your extensive training in the wildlands. And I will say, Hattie, for the sake of not only flavor but what I think is legitimate, there is a sense of calm and familiarity that comes over Hattie that she has not felt since you arrived at Strixhaven. This feels familiar. Now, what I will tell you with a 19, you see two swirling pools, one that is a deep purple and one that is a lime green here across these various walkways. I will also tell you that you see a couple of trees that are here, beautiful arching trees. You also see some patches of some fairly colorful fungus over here, mushrooms. You see some bulbous plants over here, and you would see some kind of thorny bush down here. The reason I mention it is they are all plants that you will have seen before, and they are not mundane.
This is just for Hattie.
MacGruber would notice this one to the left, based on what we talked about. This one over here, this bulbous plant. You would notice this because you would have just seen yesterday a picture in a book you researched. This is Mind Flayer Stinkhorn. Okay?
What would I do with 16?
You would not get quite that much.
Okay.
As you all step out, Sirs is there taking it all in. Again, he's dressed much nicer than he should be probably for combat. But you see his eyes really scanning, taking it all in. Bank, the bugbear, just kind of stands there kind of, all right, what are we doing? Little frat boy doofusy, but ready for action. Mayhem, though, you'll remember the tiefling, comes out, hammer in both hands, every muscle tensed, looking at everything very, very, very suspiciously.
Are we sure what we're seeing is what's actually there?
You can make an intelligence check or a wisdom check to see if you can see through it, if there's illusion connected to it.
Good thinking.
What's illusion? Is it wisdom? I think it's intelligence. Yeah. So just make a straight intelligence roll.
Like, that's not in skills?
Yeah, just be on your first page. Yeah. 20? Everything looks real. There's no evidence that something is hidden in an illusion style.
Anybody see a portal around here?
Is that like those lime and indigo pools?
Yes.
Oh.
So we gotta get over to one. But which one?
Well, we went a sort of bluish color last time. Do we stay on brand or do we mix it up and go the exact opposite?
On brand.
On brand, head to indigo.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Mayhem says, wait. Do y'all understand what we're doing here? What the purpose of this is? What we might walk into?
Yeah, to get out.
I feel like y'all are being really,
purpose.
really flippant about this. Do y'all understand how the planes work?
No.
No.
Okay. First of all, keep your eyes peeled while I explain this.
We got your back.
Sure.
Rule number 1, don't trust anything that you see.
Okay.
The planes are built like a funnel, okay? And everything funnels down back originally into the material plane, okay? That's where probably almost all of us started. The closest planes to the material plane are going to be the Feywild and the Shadowfell. Those are the easiest to get in between. A lot of people, I just accidentally end up in those places. Outside that are your elemental planes, your earth, fire, air, and water. And then you have these outer planes that encircle everything else. There's stuff beyond that, but it's still pretty mysterious what it is or how it is. We don't know much about it. And I can tell you, I haven't been everywhere, but these planes, they could be the most corrupted evil of the 9 hells, or it could be the purest, holy land of Mount Celestia, and it could be anything in between.
You think we're in an outer plane right now?
Sigil probably connects to most of the outer planes. I think we have to work our way down the funnel. Here's the problem. Strixhaven isn't on any of these. Strixhaven is a demi-plane that isn't really mapped on any of these spaces. The only theory I have is that given the variety of the student body, that it's got to be close to the material plane. It has to be somewhat easy to get back and forth. I mean, families come and go, the teleporting, I mean...
Maybe you're overthinking it. The object is to get back there, so there is a way. We just have to find it and hopefully survive to get there.
And we think the way is through one of these portals.
Well, I would imagine so, because this isn't Strixhaven yet, right? So
yeah.
Is the portal open behind me still? That closed?
That one closed behind you.
Can we reopen it?
You look back. As you look at the rock face behind you, it's rock face.
Ovi's going to begin trying to climb down. And
Okay.
just...
Which one of these plants looks least dangerous that we could go by?
I'd like
Squeeze
to.
past.
I'd like to request Mayhem's help if he could help me go gather some mind flare stinkhorn, since he seems to know his business here. They're like, this place seems pretty safe. Like we could.
Dude. He just traces a scar down his face and be like, that was a beautiful place. I barely made it out. Don't trust any of this bullshit.
Can I fly? I know
Yeah.
I can, but like,
Yeah.
can I fly here?
Yep, gravity feels the same, air feels the same. It's like, man, we just pick a portal and let's get in it. But
That's what we tried to
just
do.
I'm telling you, when you go through, don't come out without your dukes up.
How do
Okay?
you test your portals?
Good question.
What you need to know about this is everything about this is cruel. Okay? They didn't teach us anything about what we were getting into. You know, there's a plane that's a prison. Once you get there, you can't leave.
You can. We probably can.
I asked the group if there's anywhere they want me to fly to go explore.
I would ask if you could help get some mind flare stinkhorn for me.
What's in it for me? Why do you need it?
Whoa, I didn't know this was a deal thing. I was like, I'm gonna go over there anyways, but if you were going,
I'm not your slave.
you just asked if there was
I'm going
any.
to investigate, and I asked what it's for, and I feel like, honestly, that's a pretty fair trade. I'm not doing your dirty work.
Well, then I'll just do it, and
Okay.
McGruber starts working his
Okay,
way
so
over there.
Ovi and MacGruber, who are climbing down, go ahead and make athletics or acrobatics checks.
Okay.
The two things he's known for.
Yeah, right?
As soon as y'all begin to climb down, Bank kind of looks out. He's kind of doing one of these motions. Again, he's kind of very gorilla looking. And he just kind of beats his chest a couple times. He clicks his feet together, which you now notice he's got these shoes on that kind of blend into his fur. You see him jump off, and he is going much faster than any living being should. You see these shoes are kind of propelling him, and he's kind of using his big arms to go down. He's kind of swinging almost monkey-like, but he makes it down pretty far in a turn. He knows you want to go over here, so he's going to get down to this edge here. Ovi and Macklin, what'd you roll?
13?
I got
Okay.
it. If it's acrobatics, a 21. If it's athletics, 17.
You get to choose. So do you want to...
I'll do acrobatics.
Probably the lowest 21.
Yeah.
Yes.
The more theatrical.
You're able to climb down and jump. It's not quite as graceful. I mean, with the 21, I'm going to say it's competitively graceful to Bank. While he's down here, kind of looking about how to jump over this. This is 15 feet wide, rushing water. You two make it here. What are the rest of you doing?
Do I see the pink? What is the pink thing? A mushroom?
Yeah.
These are mushrooms on the right side. Yep, over here. These are little bulbous plants. These are the ones that MacGruber's talking about. Here, I can blow these up momentarily. These little bulbous, they have kind of tentacles on them.
I'm interested in the maggot mushrooms.
And then these are this is the thorny bush down here. All right, so do you want to fly over here and investigate? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, please.
You see a, let's see, I think you're this one. You see just a grove of magenta pink mushrooms. If you want to make an Arcana or nature check, you can to see if you know what it is.
Yeah, I would love to.
Which way looks safest to Indigo?
Well, there is a tree over this side that would at least get you this far. You're going to have to figure out how to get over these somehow. You see a tree over on this side as well.
And the water, is it just water?
It is just water,
like rushing
but
water.
it is rushing.
Okay. And this plant is...
That's just a tree.
Yeah, I'll try and go across the log then.
Okay.
Fools, there's been a
Jump
bridge here
down.
this whole time.
Okay. I'm going to say you can make it over here. All right. Hattie, Chessie.
I got
No,
an
we should
11,
say
by
the-
the way, for my nature
Yeah, right.
arcana.
Okay.
A fork in the road. Anyways.
You don't know what it is.
Okay.
Bye.
It's beautiful. Anybody else?
I'll keep going.
I'll just like go the general direction of the people.
Okay. Do you want to follow this group or these two? The ladies
Which one
are
is
heading over
Macklin
here.
in?
Huh?
Macklin's...
Macklin's in zero of these groups, but MacGruber is going on the left.
Opposite of him.
Okay, so you're heading over here.
Can I touch some
If you would
mushrooms?
like to see what Delta's inspecting, you can as well. If you want to roll a nature or arcana check. Sirs is going to stay, the strength in numbers concept. Mayhem is, you see Mayhem actually being very protective, kind of splitting the difference. You can see it's making him nervous that everyone's spreading out so much. He is definitely on edge.
Clearly.
Brian, what do you want to do?
Garrett was standing back to see what Sirs was going to do first, and seeing that Sirs went to that group, Garrett is going to go the opposite direction and cross this bridge.
Okay. Make a athletics or acrobatics check to climb down.
Oh boy. I'm small but mighty.
I got an 11, by the way.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so that's probably bad.
You rolled over a 10 just to climb down this, so I'll give you, that's fine. The climbing DC is not very high. You know this is something, I won't say magical, but it's something special, but you can't remember what it is.
I do?
Oh, I'm sorry, Hattie and Delta looking at these mushrooms.
Okay.
Garrett, you know what these are?
What? No. Over there? That thing?
Maybe you should investigate.
Ovi is going to regret his
Garrett,
decision.
come
and
do
start
nature
working his
and
way
or
back toward
arcana.
the bridge.
Sorry, what'd you say, Shelby?
Garrett is coming to investigate with us.
Are you going to come? You have to climb back up this. Yeah, if you want to make a nature or arcana check, you can.
Okay.
Ovi's going to work his way over here.
Yeah.
Oh, natural 20.
Great.
Natural 20. All right. This is a plant called fairy stool. It is a pink mushroom. It's with a natural 20. I'm going to send you exactly what it does. Okay, I'll send you a little screenshot of the description. All right.
Okay.
Can Delta start cutting some of this off?
Well, let me see
you
if
can
it's
give me just a
dangerous
second.
first.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Delta's excited.
Okay.
Drugs.
As you do, roll a d6, and we'll see how many you get.
Me.
Yes.
This work.
4.
So you can put down. You get 4. As soon as you do that,
Bruh.
this tree right next to you
Yes. It's always a tree.
kind of unfolds from itself, almost as if a woman was in this contortionist yoga pose, and tree branches fly into the sky.
Why?
What languages do you speak? Does anyone speak Sylvan or Primordial?
Nope.
I think that's going to be a big negative for the
Nope.
human being here.
Literally every
I
single
see-
campaign, it's Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan.
You do. Then in Sylvan, this creature looks at you, and you see this evil look go over their face.
I do get
and she goes, "Thief!"
Oh,
and I need
no.
you, at least anybody who's nearby, to roll initiative. You can all roll initiative if you want.
Oh my gosh.
Am I nearby? I'm like on the...
You
lower
are
level.
down here. At least Delta has to roll initiative.
Well, she got a 17.
Okay. This thing is, given that you are cutting these things, is going to get a surprise attack, but then you get to start initiative kind of moving forward.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
I got a nat 1. So
A nat 1, okay.
Just glad
You're
to
going to
be
battle
here.
with me?
of course.
Obi?
What's your
I got
armor
11.
class?
16.
16.
I got a 14.
Oh, everyone's helping.
Okay. Delta was a you said 17. Garrett was a 14. Anybody else roll? Ovi was a 1. Anyone else rolling into this?
That guy, right? Probably.
I got 11.
What?
She pointed at Mayhem,
Yes, I rolled him in.
The guy who told us to be cool about
Patty was an
everything,
11,
we
you
started
said?
stealing stuff.
This thing rolls a 17 to hit you with one of its branches.
Okay.
Oh, wrong ones. Let's see. You're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and it is going to continue to scream at you to get out. You do see it pull one of its roots out and start taking a step
That's
towards
what's up.
you.
Why would you do that?
Delta, you can go now, and then Garrett.
Yes. I am a little caught off guard. Wouldn't you know? I'd like to try and burn the tree with produce flame.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is this a... Oh, it is damage. You can attack with a flame. Doing so ends the spell.
So, like, was the
So I can either
trial
hold
to,
the flame-
like, forage or to get out of here?
Well, get out of here, but, you know. you see
While
something
conjuring the flame, she yells, Indigo, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. So I can either hold the flame or I can attack with the flame. Is that what
You basically, it's like a fireball in your hand, and you throw it at him,
Okay.
more or
That
less.
was, like, very
make an
much
attack roll.
a maverick or a
Yeah.
Macklin move.
I feel like good
Natural
things.
20.
Natural 20, that hits.
I think good things are going to come to those who take things.
Okay. 8. Pyramid's ass
Oh,
dice.
that
Great
checks out.
things. Great things.
6.
With-
6,
with
that's what you
great
rolled?
Thievery comes great things.
On my
We've
1d8,
taken
yes.
them.
Okay, you get to double that because it's a natural 20.
Then 12.
12. The tree is on fire and begins screaming. It is infuriated even more. You get a bonus action if you want and movement. What would you like to do?
Jeez. I don't think I have any bonus actions.
It's usually your wild shape, right? Or is that just his bonus action wild
That's
shape?
only
for the
moon.
Okay, never
Yep.
mind.
I'm gonna just chill.
Okay. Garrett, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yes. Garrett is going to yell to the group, GTFO, guys, time to leave. Pick a pool, jump in it.
Oh.
This is just one stop of many, so we don't want to fight this battle. And he's going to run and dash
Okay.
towards the
Indigo.
Indigo pool.
I feel like
Okay.
that's faded. now.
15, 20, 25. Now, if you want to try and jump this, it's not far, but I will need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can make it.
You're gonna
Let me
have
see
to
how
toss
good
me.
those things are before I decide.
Yeah,
Can I join the initiative?
you can. Actually, why don't we just, for you and MacGruber, why don't y'all just...
Macklin.
Sorry, what do you want? You group
MacGruber.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and
I got
roll
a
into
9.
initiative. 9?
Still beat me.
What'd you get?
21. To
21. You fly over this thing and land on the other side. You have enough movement with a movement and a dash to jump in the pool if you want to.
I'm going to wait to make sure other people are getting there as
Okay. Sounds good. It is Hattie's turn.
Did the tree do anything as he ran by? This tree? I'm not trying to remind you.
Isn't that the tree that's on fire?
No, it didn't.
Okay, good to know.
Not yet.
I mean, we are
What was your
all looking
initiative?
at it.
9.
9. And what'd you get?
17.
17.
Bum, 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 bum.
Who's watching?
Whose was that?
Who's watching a movie?
Are we picking it downstairs?
well. Are they doing movie night there?
Wow. Where is that coming from?
It must be
Oh, it's for people. Okay. I was like, I know it's not, there's not any noise.
Jimmy thought it was his own basement. For
No,
a
I
second,
did.
which
I was like, wait, what?
amazing.
Which is why I also don't have
like
Obi's
radio
perception.
signals.
Yeah.
Okay. Hattie, what would you like to do?
Someone cast minor.
Run and dash.
All right. So you jump on Chessie, and the two of you begin to jump up. I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics check for Chessie to see about jumping this span here.
Am I using my stuff for acrobatics?
Nope, it would be theirs. But since you're together, I will let you use the help action and give her advantage.
Okay. It's greater than 16.
Okay, that's fine. So y'all make it effortlessly over. Do y'all want to jump in the pool, or you want to wait with Garrett?
Who's Garrett? You mean Garrett?
It's not old yet. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I'm gonna wait. Because if I go through, you're gonna murk me.
Right. No idea what's through.
Okay, you can wait. It is Indigo's turn.
She go run towards the pool, the indigo.
Okay. Make an athletics check, acrobatics check, whichever one you want.
How about 21?
That great, beautiful. Leap, do you want to jump in or you want to wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Can I ready fireball?
You usually can't. You can ready a spell. You can't ready movement. It's a.
She said.
Yeah, she said
Firefall. Yes, sorry, I didn't hear that. Fire bolt.
Bolt.
Okay, sounds good. What will you fire, and what will be the trigger? Like, what do you want the conditions to be for this?
If one of the trees starts attacking me.
Okay,
Could move.
very good. All right, so it is now the other's turn. Bank sees this flurry of action. He is going to cast Expeditious Retreat on himself, and his speed basically quadruples given his shoes and all this stuff. You see him zoom, 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 zoom over, boom, boom, boom. He has kind of time to come over here. He's going to do a gainer, so he's going to jump off forward and do a backflip.
Good.
Oh.
And land on his feet here. You see this like
Indigo.
just like the love of the sport of it on his face. Mayhem is gonna come, but is going to kind of stand guard here to see if as everyone's following. He's got the hammer out, ready to see what happens. Sirs, who does not very fast,
Oh no, Sarah's got left behind.
he's going to actually end up right in the middle of the bridge on his movement as he is trying to figure out how to navigate the
I
woods.
don't know if that's racist.
That would leave Ovi next.
Um,
Wait, did we skip you? Oh no,
I went first.
You're
yeah.
you rolled in late, so you'll start the next round.
Ovi is going to spin his lute around and do a power chord of inspiration for Delta up there and take off running. So, toward
It
the
means you have
portal.
a D6 you can use anytime in the next 10 minutes.
That was bonus action to do that, but I would like to use my action to dash, if possible. And
Okay. 5, 10. Now you're going to have to go by Sirs, which is going to slow you down a little bit.
Okay.
You want to push up a little bit?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10. You're going to have to climb up here. 20, 25.
Okay.
And jump distance is included here, so you have to jump on your next turn.
That would make sense.
Okay? All right.
Doesn't get mad.
As this tree is screaming in agony from being set on fire, you hear this call and response to where the trees around this grove begin to also awaken and come to the aid of their injured
Shit.
It's just a tree.
their injured compatriot here. So this one right here is going to make another attack against you for a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bro. She make us have to start over.
And
I don't
this
think that's this one.
this tree turns around. Ovi, you are the closest to it
Yep.
for an 11 to hit.
That misses.
This one is going to go after you, Macklin, as all it sees are with
I
a
thought the
16 to hit
That ought to get it.
for a 11 points of bludgeoning damage. This one begins to take a couple of steps down I think that's all the trees. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is going to fire basically a splinter, but a spear-sized splinter across the water. But you are too far out of its distance for it to hit. It would have hit bank if it could have gotten closer, but it didn't. So we'll go back to the top. MacGruber, you're up.
All right. What is the likelihood that I could yeet Piper across this ravine here?
You just make an athletics check and see if you can jump it.
No, I'm trying to throw my homunculus servant across it.
Okay. That's just a ranged attack, basically.
Okay.
I would use your probably athletics. Well, ranged attack would be dexterity. Typically, you can throw something about 20 feet.
Oh, okay. And that's less wide than 20 feet?
Are you still going to the line?
I'm going to this plant.
Oh.
You're still on the...
While all the trees are distracted, that sounds like a very Macklin thing to do.
I would also let you, as an action, it would have to be an action,
To
you
throw.
can give your homunculus wings with your artificery skills, but it would take your whole action. So you'd have to throw next turn. But if you wanted to just throw, you could come around here, throw
Yeah.
it 20 feet, and it'd land over here.
Alright, and then I'm pretty sure I can telepathically give it like a command as a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to tell it to collect the Mind Flare Stinkhorn and meet me at the Indigo portal.
Okay. Sounds good.
Good move.
So, given that it's 20 feet, I'll... can you just make an athletics check for kicks for me? If you roll higher than a 15, I'll say it lands right smack dab in the middle of it.
That sounds like a 75% chance of not happening. Ooh, 17.
Okay, so boom, it lands there. On its turn, it uses its action to gather as much as it can. Roll a d6 to see how much it gets.
5.
5, right? So you can put down 5 Mind Flayer Stinkhorn, and then it is going to start running with its little legs around here. It's going to make it that far, given that it has to climb a little bit. All right, so you moved 10 feet. You threw it. You have 20 more feet of movement, but this thing is watching you and is actively hostile. I realize this is kind of hard to see on the screen. Sorry, folks.
It kind of like added to the like camouflage surprise.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delta's next, and then Garrett.
Is this Mayhem or is that Bank?
That's Bank. Mayhem's up here trying to help these two across.
Okay. I think MacGruber's realizing he's kind of out on an island here, and I think he's going to jump in the water to try to get caught up to the group.
Okay.
And just have faith that Bank is the athlete that he is.
All right. The water is rushing far. Given that you left melee, it will get an attack of opportunity against you. Natural 3. I don't think it was expecting you to do that. The water is moving at 60 feet a second, so you are actually going to make it probably about to here. On your next turn, we'll see if you can kind of wade. Actually, get a little bit farther.
Can he
You're going to be
drown?
stuck in
No
this
damage?
kind of pool. Huh?
No damage?
Into water?
Bludgeoning?
Oh, good.
For what?
Rocks and stuff?
She's hoping you hurt
It's
him.
deeper. It's deeper than you think. But we'll get to here. Now, do you want to tell your homunculus to do the same, jump in the water, or you want him to run down to here?
I think I would. Yeah, I don't. Until I'm recovered, I won't tell him to jump in the water because
Got it.
I'll probably be the one to fish him out.
Sounds good. All right, Delta, then Garrett.
Delta sees everyone going toward the Indigo.
Okay.
Right? Is the only one not the Sirs?
No, everyone is headed over here except for Macklin, who just jumped in the water.
But he's
so
all-
everyone is centralized around here. You have everybody waiting down here.
Okay.
Ovi's here. Sirs is here. Mayhem is here.
I'm turning into a crocodile and I'm jumping in the water.
Okay.
Look at
Fantastic. Let's see. You are leaving melee. Natural 2, so you get
These trees
no
don't see
problem
us
at
jumping in
all.
the water.
And you,
I'm
given
a strong,
the
fast swimmer.
given your swim and the acceleration of the water, you end up right next to Macklin, who does not know that it's you. So you see a crocodile flying down the river, heading straight towards you. I will let you
Honestly,
decide
feels
if you
fair
wanted
for
to
the
have
trees.
any distinguishing marks that might give him a clue.
Do that.
I was joking about the spider with the red
I was
hair.
saying, do the AI crocodile with hair.
Is there anything you want to do as you catch up to Macklin?
No, but I do want my crocodile to have like a red hair mohawk down its spine. I
Okay,
feel like
you see a
that's pretty
crocodile
cool.
with a red hair mohawk.
I don't think I'm putting that together.
Okay.
Can I approach him though with my mouth open? I don't want to bite him, but I want to just scare him, and I want to come down. Just...
Make an intimidation check. Or a
Feels
deception
unnecessary.
check,
I'm
how you
already-
want. Macklin, make an insight check to see if you can figure out. Or, given this is an animal, yeah, I'll say an insight check.
Okay, what do I need to do? What
But
is
it's an
this?
animal, so do it with disadvantage.
This is my fourth 9 I've rolled today.
I just rolled two. Huh?
Oh, disadvantage blows. I got 8.
I got 9 plus. What am I doing?
Okay,
Intimidation.
a crocodile with a red mohawk is coming at you with its mouth open. So you're totally Captain Hooking it right now.
I'm gonna shoot this in the face.
Okay.
My turn.
Garrett, you also, given your position, would not have seen this transformation. You see Ovi up on this ledge, trying to get ready to jump over. And then you see Macklin in the water, now being chased by a crocodile with an open mouth heading towards him.
Save me now.
What would you like to do?
Right?
Can I hypothetically use? Well, no. I don't think that'll work.
I don't need this right now.
Do I see where Sirs is?
Technically, no. So this outcropping that Ovi stand on is about 10 feet high, and Sirs would be on the other side, so you can't see him.
Okay. I don't know. So, do I think that this alligator is attacking?
Yes. Well, make an insight check.
Okay.
Sorry.
Insight is 14.
14. She rolled a 9, so you are able to tell that something doesn't feel right about this. The red hair would tip you off.
Okay, I've seen a red-haired spider before.
Basically, right?
So, okay. So I'm not going to try to attack this alligator.
It's a crocodile, I presume.
If we're being technical here.
Yeah.
They have different hit points.
They probably do.
Could I use Mage Hand as almost like a point for like Macklin to grab? Not like lift him out, but just like another like thing off of the rock that he could just like grab onto momentarily?
A mage hand can pick up 10 pounds. So that's as much assistance as it could offer him.
Buoyancy.
That's better than nothing. I mean, it's just like, I want it to be just like a
Yeah.
momentary, just like, hey, here's a thing you can grab hold of.
Okay.
And then immediately find something else.
You would also notice with your insight check that Macklin believes that this thing is eating him. So he is not looking at you at all. He is How is he reacting?
Like, he's at the mercy of the water, but he's also trying to, like, have the water do the swimming for him, you know? Like,
What happens
Well,
when your
with-
gun gets in water?
Oh, good question.
Ooh, excellent question.
This thing's got a hairdryer built
No,
in.
it
I already said it's the Swiss Army knife of guns.
If you do nothing, you'll get swept straight down. So you will have to make an effort to get over here. All of you would see this.
I would be aggressively trying to shore myself.
Okay.
Can I toss like a rope over the ledge?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You can.
And I'm gonna yell for MacGruber to grab onto the rope.
Okay. I think that this is a little out of turn, but I'm going to say Bank figures out what you're doing and offers to help.
I would also like
he's-
to point out Delta is not going to react when MacGruber swims away.
Okay, so you're not going to make something more violent.
No.
Okay.
This is really just a LOL. Sorry.
Can you please tell me that you're going?
Yeah. It's more like Peter Pan crocodile
Yeah,
situation.
right.
Yeah.
So at some point there's heart underwear involved.
Yeah,
that just the
100%,
different things
yeah.
Okay. So Garrett's throwing down a rope, hoping for help. Bank will jump down and kind of be ready to hurl it out, but you're going to have to get closer. Hattie's turn, and then Indigo.
I'm just waiting for like everybody to get there and jump in.
Okay. Sounds good. Indigo, you both do see Ovi getting ready to jump here, just FYI.
I want to see if I can tell that that's Delta.
Okay, make an insight check. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger for everybody.
I can't wait to see me as a crocodile.
Yeah, right. A 9?
That meets it, beats it. So I would say that you are able to tell, not quite, like it might take you a second to like put together that's Delta, but it doesn't look like a crocodile.
I just say, "Oh, good, Delta's coming in crocodile form."
Did I hear
Great.
this?
I love that.
It
Yes,
wasn't
you,
sarcastic. I just
Oh, cool.
Oh, good.
all right, so you're waiting as well. Mayhem and Sirs are going to make their way up here. Mayhem's going to wait for Ovi. Sirs is going to jump over. I'm going to see if Sirs actually can make this because acrobatics is not his strong suit. Sirs falls in the water
leave him.
and swims down this way. He does catch the rope that Bank is holding out to Macklin.
You took my rope.
Mayhem, it's still in the water. You're able to get the edge of it. Is going to Mayhem's going to cast telekinesis, and he is going to put his hand on your back, Ovi, and telekinetically shove you over the space.
It's a little violating.
So you're gonna come.
I'll let you make a dexterity check to see if you land on your feet on the other side.
Probably not. That is a 8.
8. You do not land gracefully, but you do land on solid ground. He is going to teleport, then astral step over here and start doing a head count. Given that you moved against your will, there's no opportunity attack. Given that he teleported, there's no opportunity attack. It is now your turn. You are prone.
I'm prone. Gonna
There you go.
pick myself up and step away from there.
Hello.
She's making the rounds.
I will.
Everybody, say hello.
Hello.
Look, there's Shelby and Brian too. Can you say hi? You can't see them on the TV. They're waving.
I've already given Delta bardic inspiration, so MacGruber. Gonna play some inspiring music for you.
Great work.
And then I'm gonna.
What does one say to calm one down from an imminent crocodile attack?
Oh no! I'm like playing the Jaws theme. Like I'm piping this adrenaline.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna play Crocodile Rock, which I was gonna feel.
Oh, that would have been good too. I will hold my action to be jumping into the pool when I see
Okay.
people do it.
All right. These trees are going to try to fire some spears from their location. They are not going to jump across the water. The first one is an 11 at you, Indigo, which I think fails. This
But
one's...
I firebolt at them still?
Yes, you do. So you can make a firebolt attack. This one's
Nice.
too far away. This one's going to try again, but at Sirs, but natural run one misses.
9.
9 misses.
Wait, that was the damage.
Oops.
7.
7. All right. As you're dodging this, you just kind of go wild, go left. But it is the end of their turn. Macklin, MacGruber, there is a crocodile here, and there is a rope trailing in the water you have to spin 5 feet to, and then your little guy's way back up here. I'll let you spend double movement to grab the rope.
Would love to do that.
Okay? I'm going to just say you and Sirs are able to pull up with help.
And then when I get up, I would like to ask Bank if he would help me get my companion Piper across when he makes it down.
Let me see what he can do. Great. Given that, given kind of the order of things and the fact that everyone's holding their, well, let's see. We can go through this. Everyone's holding their action at this point, so there's only a couple of you in play. What do you want your little guy to do?
Is this a tree right here?
Yes.
After the success of my rope thing, I would suggest him to dive in.
Okay. He's carrying all of these flowers that he's captured.
Yeah,
right?
he's gonna be like a cannonball.
He's just gonna
perpetual.
pause for a second and then just like jump off and like butt first land in the water. He is kind of caught in the swirl. He will make it to the alligator. He can, let's see. Let's actually count this out. Jumps in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I said 60 feet, right?
Yes.
So he ends up in here in the pool on his turn. Delta, anything you want to do? You do spot this little floating rusty head. I don't know if it's rusty.
Now it is.
It's getting there.
Can I put it in my mouth?
Yes.
Oh,
Make a
swallow
grapple check using your crocodile stats.
Like, my goal would be to sweep him up on my way up to shore.
Okay. Given what he's
On
holding
top
and
of
that's it, I'm not really convinced that he's going to be intimidated. So I will say that's not even hard. I don't even need you to roll for that. So I'll say you swim down, scoop him up, and the two of you can crawl up over here, and you just kind of spit him out on the ground.
Is that all my movement?
No.
Because if that's the case, I'm hurting, so I want to get out of here.
Okay.
So I just, I keep my crocodile shape.
Okay.
I wag my tail at everyone just so they know, like, I'm friendly. And then I just saunter into the indigo hole.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Well done.
So, let me do this. I need to prep the next map here. Stops. There we go. This was the dumbest thing. One of the dumbest things I've ever done in D&D, because I had to create basically 16 battle maps for this.
Oh my gosh.
I know. This was a nightmare. What was I thinking? Okay, here is where you end up. There it is.
I feel like that was a hint.
Right.
You come out to a battlefield.
Ah, fuck.
It is covered in bones. It is this sunken, probably half-mile wide a basin. And there is no vegetation because it has been ripped, chopped, scorched. all over the place. And you see bones, dead bodies. In the distance, you see different kinds of beasts and warriors fighting. But right in the middle between you, so you just came... Whoa, sorry. This sapphire pool, unlike the portal that you entered to get to the first plane, doesn't disappear when you come out. So this sapphire pool is here. The only other pool visible to you is a jet black pool swirling on the other side, and you see a frost giant right in the middle that is in the throes of glorious, barbaric battle. Let's keep the same initiative, if that's possible, just for continuity's sake.
Does everyone follow me, I assume?
I'm assuming everyone follows.
Yeah, I went into ready before I jumped. Which bolt?
I will let you ready anything that makes sense. Let's see. So,
Can we have a second?
Yeah.
Who has persuasion or something? I think we need to stop just coming into everything guns blazing.
Yeah.
We have a bard.
I'm
let's
pretty
talk
good.
to this person.
I mean, I don't speak giant, but I can do common.
Can you do a performance that makes us appear non-threatening?
Yeah, I would. Calm emotions would be better, but I would like to. Can I do this, or do I need to wait for my turn in initiative?
I like where this is going.
Okay.
You're re-strategizing. I will say that you have around maybe 30 seconds to group before he notices you, but he is going to be hostile.
Sure. I don't think this is going to work, but I will start playing sort of a cheerful, not like a battle song, like "Hail to the victor who just won the thing," and whatever. And I'm also casting Charm Person on him because it's
okay.
I'm imagining Somebody to Love from Ella Enchanted when she's sing along with
Can
the giants.
anybody find me?
Can you read Charm Person to me?
Charm a humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Mm-hmm. So he is not
While
charmed.
he's doing this, can we try to sneak?
You can. What's happening is not magical, but I will give you a performance check against his insight check to see and let's think of it this way. He is clearly just on a killing rampage and expecting everyone to fight back. So you're more like the Guardians of the Galaxy where he starts singing to the guy that's about to destroy the planet. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm envisioning right here. What the fuck is happening? All right. So make a performance check and we'll contest his
21.
He quizzically looks at you, not understanding what you're doing. The magic is just the wrong type to hit him.
Yep.
But he will stall for a round. So everyone can take a movement before he goes, even though he rolled fairly high in initiative. Let's go to... let's just start at the beginning. So Delta, and then MacGruber, then Garrett.
Are we assuming that he's going to fight us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that would be... you can make an insight check if the DC's very low.
I'm trying to keep him focused on me, so do it quickly.
So I'm gonna do my spirit totem.
Okay.
Yes.
And I am going to summon...
Describe this. This is new. I love it.
Oh, I haven't gotten that far yet. What does it even do? So I'm going to summon the bear spirit.
Okay.
Which grants me and my allies temporary hit points and then advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Great. How many hit points does everyone get?
5 plus your druid level.
Which is 4. So everyone gets 9 temporary hit points. You can enter those in on your front page up by your hit points. If you click into that menu, it'll let you add temp. And those will be the first points that go if you get it.
I kind of like it to look like a Smokey the Bear.
Like with the yellow hat on?
Yeah,
That
like
whole deal?
it's not meant to be intimidating, which is funny because it's all about strength. But
And you just set a tree on fire.
Only
All
you
right.
can prevent forest fires.
the irony.
Mixed messages here.
And it's just kind of a floating head.
Okay.
And that's just, I mean, that one, that's just, it is what it is.
Okay. All of you feel as this translucent bear's head appears, you feel stronger. Your feet feel more grounded. You feel all of your muscles just kind of swell a little bit. You feel good, real good. Like you could take on a giant.
Or fight forest fires.
Right? Do you want to move?
Can you describe these piles of bones for me?
What do you want to know?
Do they look like they're gonna,
Wake up.
They look freshly decomposed.
Oh shit.
Delta wants to fly around the perimeter.
Okay, so you're gonna use your now that was summoning your spirit. Is that a bonus action? So you would get your
that's-
movement and a dash if you want it.
Sure.
Are you really trying to go to
20,
walk
25, 30, 35,
What?
40, 45, 50, 55,
It's
60.
either that or go back to the line.
Okay, and I'm gonna say you're gonna probably go higher.
I don't know.
He's 18 feet tall.
Okay.
So you can get 10 feet out of reach, but he does have reach, so your head is... No, I'm sorry. You're not flying.
Perimeter.
You're a crocodile.
Oh, I
What's
am.
your speed as a crocodile?
I am.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, she can't cast spells, as it.
Yeah, this is a feature, though. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
a spell.
Sorry, that's true.
And I have not read it recently to know if you have to utter words for it. But it is
Well,
a feature.
and I'm not the DM. I'm going to shut up. So
Yeah.
it's very
Hold on,
helpful.
Spirit Totem is a bonus action.
Okay.
I can magically summon a spirit.
Okay.
I would rather have my Spirit Totem versus
Being
Yeah.
a crocodile. So
No,
if I
you
need-
can have both.
Okay.
You don't have to drop it. What's your speed, though, as a crocodile?
It is...
Where did you go?
Under the bones, you just put them right there.
It is 20 feet.
Did those bones just
20
highlight?
feet? Okay.
Listen.
I like how you think, because I was thinking the same thing.
Like, did we just roll nat 20 on that inside check? Those bones.
Okay. So you're not as fast as you would be with a fairy. So you're going to get crocodile form.
So would my temporary hit points be attached to my crocodile or Delta? Does it matter?
It's, whatever form you're in. It doesn't matter. Okay. So MacGruber and then Garrett.
So these portals, are they like an off-on switch, or are they like a window?
It's opaque. You don't know what it is till you get in it. It's not like you
But
can't
like,
see
can you
through
be
it.
in two places at once with them? Or is it like I am
You want to
here
make an Arcana
portal-
check?
Yeah, I would love to.
Interesting.
Oh, brutal. 12.
12? You don't know.
So, can my homunculus servant communicate back to me? Is it like two-way
What's the
communication?
intelligence of a
Ooh,
homunculus?
I have no idea.
Does it say?
So, unfortunately...
Typically, those creatures are intelligent enough to understand you, but can really only communicate simple ideas back. I don't not have that book with me right now. Garrett and Hattie, you're next.
They have an intelligence of 10.
Okay. Then I'd say they'd be able to communicate ideas back to you.
Okay, so I would say I would like to dangle my homunculus servant through this sapphire portal right behind us and ask him if it looks the same as where we just came.
Okay. You do that, and it does.
Okay, I pull him back in.
That's a good feature. That's gonna help us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool, cool.
If we go the wrong way, we have to just backtrack.
Yeah, so I
And we
go...
can stick the thing in.
So I just say,
Yes.
the only way out of here is through the black portal.
Just to be clear, he goes, Roger, Roger.
Yeah.
Yes! Love that.
Roger, Roger.
Love that. So yeah, I casually mentioned like
I will let that count as some of your movement if
Okay.
you want to still use your action and the rest of your movement.
I would like to.
Everybody should be moving to the portal. That's what we're doing. Moving.
I would like to follow the path that Delta took.
Okay.
Oh, we're going black. All
5,
right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
So the one
and I'll
behind
give you
us
a
is
little
the
bit of
same.
half. So you
Yeah,
can
I
make
got
it
a
not
line.
quite as far. All right. Garrett, then Hattie, then Indigo.
Garrett's going to go the opposite direction just to try to like keep the monster confused on where people are moving. If I try to hide, since I'm a halfling, it says I can hide behind large things. Are these pile of bones tall enough that I can like
Yeah.
crouch down behind them?
Yeah. You can make it back over here. Yeah, if you want to.
Perfect. Yep, I'll do that.
Okay. Now, hide is an action. So actually, you would be here, and then hide. I'll need you to make a stealth check. That'll kind of determine how well hidden you are.
Okay.
You can use your Tides of Chaos for that too, if you would like.
Ooh,
To roll with advantage.
Ooh.
I might because I rolled bad. Let me see what that is, though. I'm not gonna use it yet. That was a 14.
Okay. Sounds good. Hattie, what would you like to do with you and Chessie?
I want to go to the left and then use my action to hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me. You're right by Macklin. Indigo, then everyone else, then Obi. What was your stealth?
15.
15. Thank you. All right. Bank is still flying. He's able to go 30, 60. Hang on. Let me add this up here. Let's see. Expeditious retreat
He's already through the portal.
Right?
doubles. So it doubles and then doubles again. So he went from 30 to 60 to 120 feet per round. And so he is all over the place. He can go 240 feet, which means he's waiting here by the portal to see what you all are doing. Mayhem is going to come up and he's not willing to leave anyone behind, so he's actually doesn't hate this whole hiding idea.
Yeah.
But he's keeping his eye on you and making sure that you are.
Ovi appears very confident in this moment. Maybe he shouldn't, but he's like, do it.
I don't actually know if he cares how you feel. I
Okay.
think he's trying to keep everyone alive, and you are out in the open. So he's looking at this more tactically than personally.
Okay.
Sirs is going to follow the bigger group and also try to hide over here. Actually, this time around, Sirs is going to... Let me make sure he can do that. Or did I take that off?
giant?
Yes!
I don't know if that logically works, but
Looks like marshmallow over here.
Yeah. Ghostbuster it.
He is going to... I actually like this. Bank is going to step... I'm sorry, not Bank. Sirs is going to step out before he goes this way. Step beside Ovi. And you see him begin to do this arcane spell. It is that very cartoonish, black, sparkly magic that he begins to whisper. Pulls his hands up like that, and tentacles erupt in a 20-foot square around the giant and begin latching onto every part of
Does
his
anyone have hold giant?
every part of his body. He needs to make a Dexterity check. He rolls a 6 minus 1. So the giant he takes a lot of damage. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and he is restrained by the tentacles.
Go, 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 go!
And then he is going to use his movement to run as far as he can, kind of around these bones. He's going to go around this way. He's not stupid here. That's with his action. That's as far as he can get with his movement. Mayhem. So it's Obi's turn next.
I'm after Obi.
Sorry, did you go already? I'm sorry.
She
I
should go
interrupted.
before me.
I skipped you. Please.
Okay.
Yes. I was like, somebody's left here.
Yes. Okay, well, I was gonna just dash past it, but since Sir's hid, I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. And you want to use are you running the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10. You want to run a wide berth here?
And dash.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90.
Whoa, what is your movement speed?
Good.
Rogues, man. They can dash on their bonus action, so.
I'm really banking on that he's gonna.
Bank is flying, but Indigo is like stepping to the wind here. Mistress of all dexterity here. All right, you're good? Now it's your turn.
So.
Damn it. I really want to be a little showmanship here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save it still. So as soon as I see that latch happening down, I'm going to stop playing and just start running up and around.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You want to do
Dash.
dashing?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would leave you there.
Okay, if I could be hopefully as far out of reach as possible.
Okay, and you could go up a little bit higher
Yep,
here.
that'll be my turn.
Okay, we're back to Delta.
I would like to pop out of my crocodile form. Since
Okay.
we're on land.
All right.
I would like, since I was in, would I know that people are going toward the black hole? Like, is that the consensus? Would I know that?
There's no other portal in sight.
Except for the sapphire.
Yes.
Okay, then I would like to run, dash.
Okay, fly.
Do it
5, 10,
all.
15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, you're right by
Made
the
it.
portal.
I'm not going in until others come by me, so...
Okay, MacGruber.
Wisely doing the same.
Okay.
All my movement and dashing.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You don't quite make it all the way, but you're there.
A little embarrassed about
Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett's going to come out of hiding and then do the run and dash towards the portal.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, we're going to have you right
Does
there.
my spirit totem follow? Or do I need
It does. It's a 30-foot radius around you, I think. Or 10-foot, 30-foot. What's the radius? It should
Probably
say it on there.
10 would be.
But it's centered around you. Actually, I think you can put it anywhere you want, and then as a bonus action, you can,
You can move it around, yeah, like flaming sphere and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a thing around me?
Well, it's where it's around a point you determine, but I think you can move it. Hattie and Chessie, and then Indigo.
Run and dash.
Okay, and you have 40 feet, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Y'all make it. Indigo.
Oh, they're run up by Banks.
Okay.
She
You're over
can.
here. She can.
Like on the other side of Banks.
Banks watching. He is going to blip out over here as a bonus action.
Of course, yes.
And he's going to come up behind Garrett and just kind of wait. He does have an eye on you, Obi, to make sure you can make it. Sirs continues his concentration. He's going to make it up till about here. Obi, your turn.
Gonna dash 60 feet.
Okay, you're able to get over here. Everyone at this point can make it. We'll say once you all reconvene at the black pool, everyone jumps in.
Do the looky thingy.
We've never been through black before.
with your
Yeah.
your robot.
Can you have him spy real quick to see what we're jumping into?
Sneak peek.
Sure.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I would like to make sure my spirit totem is in our area.
Okay.
Can it transfer between portals?
It'll follow you.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So dip Piper through the black portal and just ask what he sees.
Okay. Do you know where we're going?
No.
Okay.
Crap.
This one I might need an explanation of. He sees a plane of pure chaos.
Ah, shit.
A roiling soup of impermanent matter and energy. Stone melts into water, that freezes into metal, that turns into diamonds, that burns up into smoke, that becomes snow, and on in an endless, unpredictable process of change. Fragments of more ordinary landscape, bits of forest, meadow, ruined castles, even burbling streams drift through the disorder. The whole plane is a nightmarish riot. There is no gravity here.
Mm-hmm.
So creatures visiting the plane will float. And I'll tell you, if you all decide to go, I'll give you more based on what you experience.
So if there's no gravity, when I dip him in, is there like a loft to it? Like I have to keep hold of it? Like would
You
me
put his head in, and all of a sudden his body kind of gets lighter.
Okay.
You know, almost like it's floating in water.
Okay.
I will say he does not reveal, there doesn't appear to be any living beings in here. It's just stuff that is moving in this chaotic. And it's weird. It's like this reverse entropy where things come together in these elaborate shapes that have complex, whether they're scenes of nature or whether they're mechanical, and then other things just completely disintegrate. Things just keep forming and unforming and forming and unforming.
Can I quickly do an Arcana check just to see if Obi
Yep.
knows?
Did we go through?
He does not know.
Mayhem does know.
Okay.
Said this is limbo.
Correct.
Mayhem, as you all are like with the giant that is starting to get released, he's like, if this is where we're going, just you have got to steal your mind. Just think about what you want to do and get where you want to go. The stronger your mind is, the more control you'll have in this area.
Obi jumps in.
Magenta or smolder?
Oh, well, we're not even in yet. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's jump in.
Here jumps
Flag
in.
in.
Okay, everybody jumps
Already
in.
My mind.
Yes.
Your bodies begin to float and you start to see one another at odd angles. Here's the way this works. If you would like to move in here, you need to make an intelligence check.
Oh, boy.
Depending on what you roll will determine how far you can move. And if you would like to manipulate objects or things that you see, the higher your intelligence roll, the more control you would have over something the size of which you would have control over. So if you see a rock and you want it to chill out, you can roll an intelligence check to try to freeze it in place. But if you're going to propel yourself, it's through the force of will to determine the direction and speed in which you go.
Roger that.
Smolder, indigo, or magenta?
Not in
Garrett looks at the pools and immediately yells magenta, and then starts trying to air swim towards magenta.
Okay.
Okay?
Want to go
Roll. Everyone roll an intelligence check for me if you would like to move.
Sorry. Oh,
13.
14.
8.
17.
16.
Okay. You are able to... a couple of you rolled less than 10. Bank rolled less than 10 as well. And given that he can't touch the
9.
ground, you see him literally like fish out of water, trying to just move it. He's not completely unsuccessful, but he does lag behind. If you rolled over 15, which was who?
Me.
And the fact that you can fly, y'all are able to get to the magenta pool pretty quickly.
Could Macklin reach out for Bank since Bank helped him literally off the bank? No pun intended.
Yep.
He sees him afloat, just kind of like forearm locks.
Okay. Actually, if you want to make it even cooler, you can try to mind shift him as if you're moving him.
Wait, did you say that the DC was 15?
Let me know if you... Well, 15 would be the farthest. Like you can make it complete control of your motion. 10 to 15 is you can make it about halfway. Anything lower than that, you're going to kind of be floundering a little bit.
Would it be possible, as I am moving then, to... I don't know if this is possible, but pull my whip out of my belts and then just sort of like lash it out to be a rope in Indigo's direction?
Great.
Hitting her?
Yep. Make a dexterity check to see if you can catch it. Do a dexterity check to throw. You do make one to catch.
Okay.
22.
I'm 10.
Okay. You threw it in her general direction, and she rolled a 22.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that she got it, and you kind of are trolling her Mary Poppins style, right? All right. All of you make it reasonably close to the magenta pool, and you are able to jump in if that's what you do. We don't have to spend too much time on limbo.
That was easy enough.
This is where you come out. It is a desolate, dark plain. It is. It's the upside down from Stranger Things. There is nothing here. There is no real sense of sky. There's no real sense, but it is windy. Everything about this place is intense. I will say you do spot, Ovi and Delta would first see this. You see some 3 creatures that kind of come out of the sand, the dirt, and look at you, bright red eyes. Garrett, I will say, because I think you're likely looking for it, off in the distance, maybe a quarter of a mile, you see a little speck of daylight, a little dome of daylight. We're going to say that's off to your northeast here. It's not that far. Let's say it's a tenth of a mile. So, a couple hundred yards.
Should we go back to Smolder? Back through Black and try to get to Smolder? Because purple just gets us to the beginning.
Oh!
That's what we want. Right?
How do we know purple gets us to the beginning?
Because I remembered.
Yeah. That's where we started? Mm-hmm. But what if we started off in the wrong place to begin with?
Maybe.
Oh.
It sounds easier to check Smolder than to go through these things.
It was easy to fly around Limbo.
She's not wrong.
So do we pop back in to see what Smolder is? And then pick our game plan from there?
That's a good idea. Sorry. Yeah.
Let's go.
What do you think? Just check it?
What's another plural between friends?
Acquaintances.
All right, does everyone agree?
McGregor just falls back in black after that.
Jimmy, can I roll for an investigation to see if there seems to be anyone here? Because
other than the light source dome that you see off in the distance that you would remember, there is no other signs of life other than 3 creatures that are starting to emerge from the dirt in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're going back.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Everyone
go
good?
back.
As you jump back in, you end up back in this plane of limbo. Things are flying by you. So everyone make an intelligence check for me.
Can I also just see if I can't grab something?
Yeah, you can.
Did you do it? Okay.
What are you trying to grab?
You just said there's a bunch of things flying at me, so I'm like...
It's pieces of rock. And,
okay, so not like objects.
If they are, it's like they form for a moment, as if it's a memory from something, and then it...
Not worth it. Okay.
So you're not seeing anything that seems to be...
valuable.
Nothing that seems valuable.
Okay.
No, I take that back. I just read you could catch something in the middle of being turned into a diamond, but you would have to catch it at that exact moment, and there doesn't appear to be a trend to that. But that would be, I just want to clarify, that would be valuable, but who knows when that would happen.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Also 10.
13.
Anyone roll with 10, beneath a 10 besides Bank?
Me.
Okay. You and Bank are left as everyone kind of propels themselves out, Neverland style.
Can I try to do it again?
Yeah. We'll see if you can fling a whip at him. Let's see what his dexterity is.
Well, I was at her.
Oh, at her? So go ahead and make your dexterity check.
Favoritism.
Yeah. Well,
7. Oh, can I use my D6?
you can?
Yes.
I got
11.
11.
11? What was your dexterity? Or strength? It was actually athletics, right?
Oh, I didn't do that. Athletics. I can do that right now.
Yeah. Why don't you re-roll and do that right now so it's done correctly? And we won't count the 4 you just rolled.
Sorry.
Your skills.
I don't. Athletics. There we go. Well, I don't know if that's going to be any better. Nope. It was a 6. So.
Okay.
All right.
You got a what, an 11?
Yeah.
Okay. It slowed you both down, but you are connected.
Okay.
So if you want to make another intelligence check to try and head that direction, Bank starts floating off in the absolute wrong direction.
I reach out Piper to him because I didn't catch him this time that he was floating away again. So I use Piper as like
He's much farther away than that.
Oh, brutal.
So if you want to try and mind fling him there, if you have good intelligence.
I would love to try to mind fling this athlete to really flex my brain powers on him.
Yes,
Okay.
do it.
22.
Yes. You pull him like this reverse telekinesis and flies over your head. He has no control over his limbs. This is really throwing him for a loop.
This is my expeditious
But
retreat move.
all of you eventually are able to reach Smolder. And as soon as you pipe through, you land on
Damn
a
it.
swirling lava mass
Oh, God.
with fire elementals
Holy shit.
all around, which may or may not be a clue as to where you might be.
Yeah.
Why is Boulder not on there?
You're in Smolder. You went into the Smolder
Oh, yeah.
portal. This one, there's quite a few portals that are here. The black one you just entered through, you see emerald, smoky, white, navy, and tan.
Tan, white.
Are these creatures like
Right now,
alive?
I will say that they are not hostile to you, but that doesn't mean they won't be. You just see them crawling over things. I mean, they're elementals. They have very low intelligence. They're very primal in what they do, but they are dangerous.
Let's keep them happy if possible.
Not fight them.
Do we have any insight into the colors at this point? Because I'm drawing blanks.
No, we have not seen any of these colors before.
Except black.
Except black and just
Yeah, correct.
Let's do the closest one.
I like that. I don't like lava, but I like not being here.
Yeah. Navy?
Yep.
Okay. You are going to have to jump over some lava to get here. So if you're jumping versus flying, make an athletics or acrobatics check for me.
Well, Delta flies.
Yeah. Nice.
Let
And
the record show. Don't have to do that.
So we're going to Navy.
MacGruber got a dirty 20 on his acrobatics.
Beautiful.
I got
Okay.
a nat 20.
Okay.
a 15.
Now that you're back on solid ground, Indigo is showing off at this point. 15. Fantastic. So you're able to jump over.
Oof.
Jump over. Fairies, I'm assuming at least Delta is flying.
I use my Tides of Chaos, Jimmy. I
Okay.
got a 12.
Okay. Sirs does not make it very far. He barely catches himself as he begins to slide in the lava, claws himself up on here to catch his breath. Bank casts jump on himself and starts leapfrogging
Of course.
these.
Nice.
He is going to snag Sirs on the way and get over here with you all.
Indigo looks disappointed that we didn't leave Sirs behind.
telepathically.
We're gonna get to a chest that has 18 hands on it.
Yeah.
Has it been a minute since we've left Black?
No.
Telepathically, as this is happening, I'm going to hit Indigo and just say, "What do you know about Sirs?" You can answer back telepathically.
I know that Gareth doesn't like him.
Oh, good. Thanks.
I like that you're
Yeah,
looking
you
out
know
for
that.
Garrett's friend, but
That's
also
what you
got
had.
Sting.
Shelby, how'd y'all roll?
I'm flying, so I didn't roll.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then roll for Chessie, if you can. Either strength or add strength or dexterity to see how she makes it.
$11.
11. All right. She's able to make it over. And you are standing at Navy. This thing is going to begin to take a swipe at you.
What thing?
The fire elemental.
Yep.
Oh.
Who moves?
Me. I go
Okay.
into Navy.
Indigo dives
Why do you want
into
me to be first?
Navy.
Matter.
You pop out of a navy-colored pool. And remember, when you arrived first at Prismari campus, you saw 3 students climb out of a navy-colored pool in front of Conjurat Hall. You are the first to emerge, and there standing before you are the professors and the deans. They all smile. You see the little boy professor. He kind of drops his staff as he claps, and then kind of picks up his staff, and then tries to like loop it over his shoulder as he claps for you. One by one, pop, 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 pop. The rest of you all jump out. You are soaking wet, but you have made it back. You see the silvery spire of Conjurat Hall in front of you. You see the 60-foot tall Dean Talantis, the Egyptian-looking woman, looking pleased at seeing you all come out. You see Dean Galages with the white dreadlocks, the 3 quirky professors, and then Varvara, the elven RA, are all there. And they greet you as you all come out of the pool.
Well, good job. We did
We
it.
did it.
I guess that was faster than I thought.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't even that bad.
I have still spell slots to spare. That's good.
I have extra hit points.
Yeah.
That could have been a lot worse.
I'm going
guys.
to actually go over to you're back in your fairy form
Correct.
and say, honestly, I know that was a lot, but good job. And I'm going to high five you. But when I do, I'm going to cast Cure Wound. Nope. Yep. Cure Wounds.
Yeah, it's
Cute.
like
At second level, so that's not the first one. Ignore that. Second level Cure Wounds is going to be 2d8, 16 hit HP. That's all I can
Nice.
do.
You get 16 hit points back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
As you step out of the pool, Dean Galages comes up to you. He kind of bows to you, kind of namaste style, and he says, "Well done, all of you. We closely watched. You see this almost like TV screen portal that the baby with the tentacles, right, has projected out, and you see the plane of fire kind of disappear in the vision, or like the display from where all you clearly just left. And they just congratulate all of you. Dean Galages pulls out a gold-looking slip of paper. I will let you look at this, and then I'll put it into D&D Beyond, so you won't keep it. But gives this to you as a reward for arriving first back at Prismari campus.
Thank you. I really couldn't have done it without my gang. And thanks also to what's
Delta
his
for
name?
starting the party.
Mayhem for making sure that we were all safe. He was very selfless. He could have probably led, but he made sure that we were all safe.
Fair.
With your insight, Vivara, the RA, gets this like very kind of like look as she begins to. She goes up to Mayhem and takes off the bracelet that's been prohibiting him from plane shifting, and she kind of looks at him. She's like, "That was impressive." She kind of saunters away.
Was she like? Do I get the vibe she was flirty or like a little upset?
Flirty in a way that a regal elf,
Okay.
young adult would be, right?
Sure.
So like she's still a college student.
Got you.
But she's expected to play that regal role.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Garrett. Obi would just lean over and say, how do you feel about going and getting a drink?
Yeah. No, man, that trial was crazy. I could use a drink.
Cool.
Before you all leave, because I did this with Lorehold, I want just to give you some details about this, the professors and staff of this. So Dean Galages comes up, he's like, well done, we will evaluate your performance. We would love to extend the invitation to all students to Prismari campus, but we know there are some with the interest and the aptitude to explore not only the planes, but also the world of dreams and imagination. And we humbly ask that you would consider Prismari as a home for you as well, that you might take the limits to of your imagination to its fullest potential. That is the course of study of my college that our founder, Galazeth Prismari, prized, was not only exploring the planes, but exploring the depths of imagination. And I hope to introduce you to the world of illusion and the world of dreams. Dean Talantis here is the dean of the material. She is the mistress of and the foremost authority on the planes of the multiverse. You will realize that Prismari, he kind of gestures behind him, where you all were kind of magically teleported to Sigil and kind of made your way back, and there's that navy blue pool right by Conduit Hall. In the kind of distance, kind of in the rolling hills, you see speckled different colored portals and pools all over the landscape. And he says, Prismari is one of the only places in the multiverse where we can get almost anywhere we need to go. But be warned, we also realize if we can go there, then things can come here. And so Dean Talantis and her pet Galamafri patrol the plains to make sure that there is no incursion from a disgruntled patron of a specific plane of existence. For the first time, you see
pet?
It's the name of the pet that he just referenced is Galamafri, Gallimafau, Galamafri, something like that. You see now in the distance it's a fusion elemental. So you see a rock core sheathed in fire with water kind of encircling and looking like veins. And you see the fire being fueled by air gusts. Like it is a mixture of all the elements all at one into this monstrous creature that is easily 20, 30 feet high. To Talantis, it would be like a big dog. But to the rest of you, it is a giant beast. And you see it just kind of roaming the hills, moving quickly. And he says, I do warn you, the Galamafri is to protect going and coming. The planes of existence must be requested if you wish to travel. Requests are almost always granted, but we do take the travel seriously. And so please do let us know if you have a need to travel to the other planes. He gestures to the back, and you see the other professors. Would you like to be reminded what they look like here?
Love to.
That's not it. This one here.
Give me the squid baby.
There we go.
From Toy Story.
Yeah, 100%.
So you will remember these three beings are there. This is Arkan Menexes.
Okay.
Arkan is the foremost authority on wild magic. He is also the foremost authority of the Fury Gale, which you might remember is the kind of left, it's kind of south, the left barrier of Prismari campus, separating Prismari from Quandrix. There are massive 100-foot walls in this pie shape going off into the distance. Contained inside that area is the Fury Gale, and it is one of the most concentrated zones of wild magic in the known multiverse. It is why Arkan is the age that he is. Wild magic has very unique effects on those that would yield it. Professor Rizix, who is the baby head with all the tentacles, is the foremost authority on the far outer plane, so the unexplored existence. He's the expert on aberrations, which is a type of monster, and illusion magic. Professor Gremiak Trisseldan, you will remember there's like these silver wisps from his shoulders and hips that are kind of going into this funnel shape behind him. Any of you proficient in Arcana would know he's astrally projecting himself here. Professor Gremiak is the foremost authority on the astral plane, which would not be connected to any of the plane portals that you just came into. The astral plane is different. It exists nearby and has its own deal. The Gith, of which he is of that race, this alien-looking race, reside in the astral plane. And he astrally projects here to teach, but he actually is a denizen of that plane of existence. Professor Gremiak does come up to you, Garrett, and he doesn't smile. You notice his emotions are kind of hard. You would notice his emotions are kind of hard to read. They just don't follow the typical humanoid kind of emotions. But he looks and he nods at you. He's like, Garrett, it is very good to see you again. I'm so glad that you made it safely through this trial here. I trust you are well.
Yes, thank you. Great to see you. I've been through this before, so starting to get the hang of things, I guess.
It looks like it. I see that you have the makings of an adventurer on your face.
I'm trying. That's all I can say.
Practice makes perfect. You must come see me sometime on the astral plane, and I will introduce you to my friends.
That'd be great. Yeah, thank you.
We believe in you.
Garrett just kind of nods, like approvingly.
Kind of without social convention, he just kind of walks away after saying that.
Approvingly, that's what I meant.
Approvingly. The Dean Talantis ends his speech giving you directions that tomorrow you are to report to Quandrix College for your next trial, but you are dismissed for the rest of the day.
You ready for that drink?
Sure, yeah, let's get it.
So I'm assuming back at the central area, there's the cafeteria, there's drinks, whatever.
Bows Inn Tavern is where you can go get pretty much anything that you want. That's where you've been having most of your meals, right?
I want to look around the Prismari, looking for any round, compassy, sphery looking things.
Okay. You can make an investigation check. So when you say look around, do you want to spend some time here?
Yeah.
And look inside the hall and all that stuff. Okay, make an investigation check. Good grief. Hey. What's going on?
He's partying.
So So that would be under abilities? No, that would just be...
Yeah, investigation. Yep.
Here we go. +7. All right.
Nice.
What was it?
11.
11. As you search around, you don't really see anything that would give you information on that. Inside this hall, you're the one to go inside. It is spacious in there, but it's got it's basically, because it's this conical shape, it's just got these smaller rings with different floors on them as you're going in. It's a very clean, simple environment. And most of what you're spending your time looking at are maps and trinkets from the plains, but very museum-like done. You do see, especially on some of the higher levels, which you're allowed to go explore, you start to see more and more experimental style magic, so illusions that are a little bit like somehow behaving a little autonomously, like they change when certain people walk closer to them. You see mirrors that are doing strange things. Like you just see this idea of imagination begin to take place. You see people have been making things and finding things that are mysterious in that right, but nothing that looks like what you're describing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all are gonna go have a drink and we'll role play that. What is everyone else doing or want to do?
I'd like to find like the stereotypical college bulletin board of like what's going on around campus.
Okay.
With
So
the
lonely.
Okay. That would be in Bosun Tavern. That'd be posted. The thing that you would see makes up the most takes up the most space is the fact that the Mage Tower games are about to start. In just about 2 weeks, Silver Quill versus Prismari are going to take one another on. And you see various postings for different clubs around campus. You see things about artificery, let's make stuff together. You see gaming, you see sports and murals.
Rip off the little like contact thing, like the frayed bottom of the page for the Artificer Club.
Okay. So that would be at Quandrix College.
Okay.
There's also a flyer on there from Delta and I looking for a new roommate. Our contact information's on there as well.
Is it well known that you guys are getting a drink?
I mean, I didn't say it telepathically. I did say it out loud.
Roger that. I'm going to try to be stealthy in this place and listen to what they're saying, because apparently there's no privacy in this group.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. One thing I'll tell you that you would have noticed, because I think you're looking for it, Sirs, you've noticed, has a pinprick in his finger.
Oh, God bless it. So then if I see that, I go over to Sirs and just say, hey, have you seen Kithri lately?
Oh, you mean the were-raven girl?
Yeah,
I
that
haven't.
has blood coming out of her face.
Yes, it's truly disturbing. I have tried to keep my distance. I admit, with all the things that I have seen, that is truly one of the more disturbing ones. I believe that she left last night and has not been seen since.
Left last night from where?
Well, I mean, several of us heard the window break. I assume that was her flying away.
Window break where?
You will remember that you all witnessed that happen.
Was it at the party?
After Jaxie
Yeah, in the
attacked her,
hallway.
she like busted out, and she hasn't been seen since.
How'd you... Can I see your finger? And I show... Am I healed?
We touch.
Well, you
blood.
just got cure wounds, so I'm going to say yes.
Okay. I would be like, I had a prick too.
This just showed up this morning. I don't know where it came from. It doesn't hurt. What? You had...
Yeah. But I room with Kithri.
Oh, I'm truly sorry.
It's truly sorry is right.
I thought rooming with Garrett was enough, but... God, Do that. I lived with Garrett
Well,
for
you're not
quite
gonna
some
stand
time.
up
I'll
for
tell
him?
you, he is.
What's wrong with Garrett?
Well, let's just say he farts a lot in his sleep. Okay, but you didn't hear that from me, darling.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have bigger problems than gas.
Well, truly, if you believe you're being attacked.
Yeah, I know. And then I make a plug, like, we are looking for a new roommate, so if you, if you like, if you need my number, it's in the tavern, or at the bulletin board, wherever, in the tavern. So just
Do
keep
we
that
know
in mind.
that Sora slept with Gareth in Gareth's room last night?
No.
That's not what he said. He spent
They've
a lot
lived
of
together
time.
before.
Yeah.
Do you sleep with your... How did Kithra get into your room? Do you lock your doors?
Do you think she attacked me as well?
I absolutely do. I think you should be concerned.
Well, that truly is disturbing.
It really is.
I'll have to ponder that. I don't remember anyone coming in last night.
Who do you room with?
I am looking that up. I have it written down somewhere. I did this, but I can't remember where I put it.
Sirs, I swear I know.
I'll find it, and
I
I'll
would
tell
like
you.
them to. I would like Sirs to check then, whoever his roommate is, to see if they also have a pinprick.
Okay. Where is this? Where is it? There it is. Sirs is a room with Virik Stillflight. You might remember the one. He was the one that was trying to steal, I believe, your friend's things in her room last night.
Yeah. The one I tried to fight that you helped with, right?
Yeah, sirs is very well
Oh,
informed.
the emo guy.
Yes, I
Harry
believe.
Potter.
Yeah, the emo guy.
You know, he does tend to present himself that way. With the glasses and the kind of small stature. But truthfully, he is quite industrious.
Yeah, I'm. Can you check and see if he has a pinprick?
Yes, I will now. Certainly.
Yes, that is great. Thank you. It was great talking to you.
You are truly welcome if you need refuge. Yes, please come stay with us in our room. I'm sure that Virik would not oppose to that, and you don't take much room.
No, I'm tiny.
Yes. Please come. We will find a way to barricade the room tonight. Of course, if she's already gotten what she wanted, then maybe our room is safer. Maybe your room is safer.
Would you sleep with a blood demon?
I have not had that experience.
I have, and it's not fun. So I will.
Yes. Maybe there's safety in numbers.
When you say sleep with,
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Where's that enlarged spell?
Yeah, and I would just take a corner of the room.
Yes, please do. Please do. You must come.
Wow. Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes. We will make
Thank you so
a
much.
cozy space for you, certainly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Then I'll see you later.
Okay.
Thank you.
That sounds good.
Thank you so much. With that, we can segue to another story, but
Yes.
I would, before I spend the night with them, knowing that Indigo has beef with Stillflight or whatever,
Virik. Mhm.
I would like to just chat with her on his moral character. But
Okay.
also I would like to yell at Indigo for being kind of a bitch to me during the last trial, so...
Let's go back
We're gonna
to
do that before asking
Ovi.
her.
We have 5 minutes left. Let's
Yes.
let Ovi and Garrett have a little chat. With Hattie looking, listening in.
We're going to get to the bar. I'm going to just grab 2 mugs and be like, what's your favorite flavor? What favorite drink?
Ooh, I go just straight ale.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of what is here.
Okay. Well, I could do better because
Oh,
raspberry mead's my favorite flavor. But
yeah, that sounds.
prestidigitate and it's now that flavor.
He sounds like he's at a craft brewery and he's never had beer before.
Yeah, right. So,
Alcohol, yeah.
yeah, alcohol. Right, there you go.
One beer, please. I'm an adult.
All
Yeah.
the time when you drink it and you get
Your finest lager,
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, good job out there. That was really good. I like your decision, the way you spoke Good. So good. I'm not going to beat around it. What's this deal with Sirs?
What? I mean, what do you know about him? Why?
Oh, nothing other than the fact that he's obviously a shape changer. And anybody who does that makes me a little suspicious. And I don't know, you seem to have a history with him, so I thought, what's his story? What do you know? What are your thoughts?
I mean, you're right on being suspicious of him. I will definitely tell you that.
Why so?
I mean, okay, and then I'm gonna like look around to like.
All right, if you're looking, let's do a contested stealth and perception check. So, Hattie make a stealth check. Are you invisible? Did you say?
No, I can't be invisible.
You've turned invisible twice. How did you do that?
No.
I have never turned invisible.
He turned invisible.
No, you turned invisible and went and whispered in Kithri's ear in the very, very beginning.
I have that, what's that thing where you can make a puff of wind and all that stuff?
All right.
Druid craft.
Okay. Go ahead. So just make a stealth check and Garrett make a perception check.
Shell
13.
3.
Okay. You are well hidden.
So Garrett leans in and is just like, I don't know, he just has a reputation, you know. He just can't be trusted. I've come across him before. He just does bad things. I grew up in a small little farm town, and he came through one time and is just like a traveling con man. He's just going from town to town and trying to just take advantage of innocent people and get as much as he can from them and then skip town to the next place.
Okay. Well, I would imagine so, given his abilities. It also strikes me that someone like that can collect a lot of information. So he has some impressive spell power we saw today. Have you ever seen him fight before that?
No, I mean, he usually doesn't. The few times that I've seen him, like, he doesn't need to fight. He's just, like, that's his thing. It's his charm. It's changing figures. It's just sketchy stuff.
No judgment. Did he con you?
Not me personally, but my family and my friends.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in a small town. Everyone knows everybody.
Sure.
And then when people figure out what's going on, next thing you know, he's gone.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I mean, I told Dilta this the other day that to not trust him. So I'm trying to keep it on the low because I don't know how he feels about me, but I'm...
Oh, so you've never confronted him over any of this?
I mean, I feel like he probably recognizes me from his previous cons that he's done.
Got you. Yep. All right. All right. Thank you. Just trying to figure things out. Appreciate the drink. Appreciate the conversation. I got your back, man.
But, I mean, if you hear anything,
Sure.
let me know.
I will. I'll do that.
I want to go to the library and kind of research, like chondrics and the substance versus theory. Get all the information I can on Tana. I mean, I know we're related, but
Okay.
I don't know any. Jennifer
All right.
doesn't know anything.
Great. So do some research. I'll get you that
Prepare for the
before.
trial.
Okay. Sounds good. Anybody else? So we'll pick up kind of at the evening, and if nothing, y'all don't really want to do anything, then we can move on to the trial at the beginning of the day. If there's any other research you want to do or conversations you want to have, that's where we'll start next
Will
session.
we get a long rest? The next
We
day?
will decide that when we kind of get through the evening.
Okay.
Like there's still a fair bit of day left that you can do stuff with.
But we're not starting the trial till the next day.
Till the next day.
Okay.
Correct. Yep. So let me know if you want to research anything specific, and I can give you that before our next session. Otherwise, we'll pick up next time.
Good job, everybody.
Way
We
to
got
go,
through
team,
all
go.
the portals.
That was really great to watch you all backtrack, because as soon as y'all started going, you basically went around the horn and then kind of came back to it. There were only a few ways to get to the elemental planes, so it would have been a series of more, you eventually would have gone through the hells before you got to the next on point. So going back was a great decision.
Nice work.
I deserve to win.
Yeah.